On the giant LED screen across the street, I stood in front of Goo Group headquarters. I announced a 500 billion investment to build Jang Cheng Future City, and launched the 10 billion Xingyun plan to support poor students and entrepreneurs. Below the screen, a Maybach drove by. Through the one-way glass, I gave him one cold glance. Pitiful? I said to Butler Fu. This world balances itself out. Everyone pays for the choices they make. Fatty took over the Zhao family's mess, and he's doing pretty well, Butler Fu said with a smile. He even hired back the foreman who once broke his ribs as security captain. He said he'd win him over with kindness. Tell him to get ready for tomorrow night's Dragon Banquet. He's one of the stars. I looked down at the file in my hand. Jang Cheng is too small. My sights are set much farther. Under the bright moon, at the Jade Dragon Hotel. The Goo Group Dragon Banquet was being held here. Top families from Jiangnan province and across the country saw a golden dragon invitation as an honor. Outside the hotel, Lin Wan, dressed in rags, tried to sneak in. I'm Gu Yan's fiancé. Let me in. The guard shoved her away in disgust. Crazy woman, get lost. Fatty walked over in a custom-made suit. When he saw her, he said coldly, Yan never wants to see you again in this lifetime. He threw out a few $1,000. Buy a ticket and leave Jang Cheng. Stop embarrassing yourself. Inside the banquet hall, it was all glitz and glamour. I stood on the second-floor terrace, holding a glass of champagne. Big shots like Xiao Tian and Wang Tianhai gathered below, waiting for me to speak. First, from now on, if you do business in Jiangnan province, there is only one voice, Goo Group. Follow me and prosper, cross me and perish. My voice echoed through the entire hall. Thunderous applause erupted. Second, the Goo Group fleet is about to set sail. Anyone who gets on board will see profits multiply by 10. We swear to follow Mr. Goo to the death. All the elites in the room dropped to one knee in perfect unison. Just then, the doors were pushed open. Yaqing Cheng, the eldest daughter of the Yi family from the capital, walked in. Behind her, maids held up a document. These are the transfer papers for the Yi family's 100 ports in Europe. Consider it my buy-in gift. The whole room gasped. I raised my glass. Deal. That night, the Jang Cheng legend reached its peak. No one remembered Lin Wan anymore. Everyone was talking about one thing. My meeting of kings with Yaqing Cheng. 1 month later, at Jang Cheng West Suburb First Prison, I stood outside the visitation window, looking at Xiao Gang and Xiao on the other side of the glass. Xiao Gang looked 20 years older, his eyes dull and cloudy. Xiao had gone insane, muttering to himself, I'm a rich kid. Mr. Gu, please, get my son a private cell. Xiao Gang's hands were shaking badly. Enjoy the rest of your life. I hung up the phone. Without looking back, I walked out of the prison. An Augusta Westland AW-139 private helicopter was parked on the lawn. Fatty stood at the cabin door and waved. Yan, direct to Modu, then transfer to New York. Butler Fu said quietly, the old master is waiting for you at the Swiss headquarters. The family's global council of elders is about to begin. Those old men won't be easy to handle. That's what makes it fun. I threw on my coat and strode onto the helicopter. The helicopter lifted off, tearing through the clouds. It roared toward the rising sun in the east. A hidden dragon may lie low, but once it rises, it soars to the heavens. My story was only just beginning.